2003, when we first moved to the area, we were in search of a women pastored church, and we're lucky enough to find this place. And we came the first time, and we were hooked forever because we got our bread the first day from Diane, and we came to our house after. And we really enjoyed it, and we kind of went in and out of the church for a little bit, just came when we wanted to come, but then when my life kind of turned around in 2006 through 2011, the church was always there for me. I remember times when they hosted us here and got someone to adopt our family so my daughters could have a Christmas when we didn't have any money and I was jobless. We had times where the men's group provided me tires for my car, which I was sleeping in at the time, and that was a big deal because I would have really had nowhere to go during the months of the winter when I was kind of basically homeless, away from my family. The other things that happened, Reverend Carroll came to my bedside when I was hospitalized for 2 weeks in 2012 when I found out I was diabetic, and she spent 4 hours with me, which to me was an amazing commitment, given that I was not necessarily as committed back to her as I should have been, or to God at the time. But it was a meaningful experience, and at that time I was struggling with alcoholism, and I remember after her seeing me for 4 hours, I swore to her I would never drink again, and went back out and drank not too long thereafter. The church was there for me then because I joined the choir, and I used to come into the choir room to sing for the praise band, and I'd be drinking most of the day before I got there. And no one ever said a thing. I was never shunned. I was never told I couldn't be part of it. They didn't seem to mind that I couldn't sing on key, partially because Nick couldn't sing on key either. But we had a great time, and I remember John Young standing next to me and just putting his arm around me and hugging me, and never made mention of the wreck that I was in at the time, and just continued to love me, as did everybody in the church. And for those things, I'm so very grateful to Orchard, and it's now the most important thing I do every single Sunday. I try not to miss anything here. I come here on Wednesday nights, I play in the band. I get to play drums, which has been a great joy in my life. And again, I feel welcome doing that, regardless of the quality of my playing.
Well, on Halloween 1999, it was a Sunday, and we were singing in the choir, and Bob got very faint, so 2 of his friends in the choir helped him out of the sanctuary and laid him on a table out here, and EMS came, and he had to go to the hospital. But everyone is so supportive, and he was great, because he would wake up, and we'd go out to eat, because that's what we do on Sunday. He'd be just as always, and so, but to have the support of the people here at church is just so terrific, and we love them, and he just loved it here. He loved it here. And Allison Gay took a picture of him 8 years ago out at the pumpkin patch, and it came up yesterday. So I've had 80 people respond to that picture again this year. I mean, every time it comes up, everyone just responds. I mean, it's wonderful. They miss him, they miss his hugs. They say how wonderful he was, and it's great. And we love this church.